ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Innkeeper, and today we're playing at Battle Brothers. Last episode, our mercenary group, as it were, the Innkeepers, successfully took a trading caravan to Elscorn right here. Looks a little bit damaged. From the city of Dolmen? Dolmen. There we are. I remembered the name. That is actually quite far away. We only went into one conflict with a group of bandit misfits, as it were, who fell to the sword of the mighty Innkeepers. However, in today's episode, I'm not really too sure what we're going to be doing. Maybe a little bit of adventuring. I'm not, we'll have a little look around. We do have our group of adventurers right here. Ephrael did not go into combat with any weapons. That's his fault, not mine. However, he doesn't really have a very fantastic, piece of armor right there. Maybe we should give him this padded leather. Might be a good idea. These shields are just sort of all the same, aren't they? I don't like his sword. I don't think his swords are that good, in my opinion. I've not found them to be amazing, anyway. I feel like more people with armor is just a significantly more bigger problem. So I think we should probably give him a club. Then again, it's only 20% extra. Yeah, less than that, actually. You know what? Nah. I'm talking out my ass. It's fine. These swords will do. They actually do more damage as well. What the hell am I talking about, then? Bashing in head. There we go. Good against shields, I suppose. We should probably give him the extra armor right here and the hood, though. Simply because he needs it. Then again, I know we got Jared right there. I think is going to be in more, in the heat of combat a little bit more often than Ephrael right there. It's not really a good idea to not have someone have a helmet. But that's fine. We can live with it. What do we have in our roster, however? The Innkeeper, also known as the leader, or just Innkeeper. There we are. Nelria, the lazy. Usk, the eye. Jared, the kid. Dirk, the knife. Ragnar, the stoic. Arn, the slayer. Definitely the slayer. Did a very good job last time. And Ephrael, the historian. I'm not sure why he's the historian. He just is. We need a little bit more people to our roster, however. We need to add. We need another archer. And probably just some random guy that we can use as cannon fodder. I like the idea of that. At the moment, no one has any levels. So let's just go ahead and search the hires of the town. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any weapons, so we will need to go ahead and repair. Also, the sound of the music is slightly louder now, so hopefully that is good for everyone. It's not too loud. That would be pretty fantastic. Anyway. We have 2 archers, but they're very expensive. Not really worth it. Otto, though, right here. He's still fairly expensive, but I think that's because he's got sort of some kit with him already. He does have a piece of headgear. We should really check the shop to see if there's anything for sale. I believe there wasn't last time when we arrived here. We did check, and there wasn't much. We have a decent amount of money, and the daily wage isn't too intimidating. You used to be a poacher. After a long and hard winter that left him without a stock of food, Otto set off into the woods in chase of deer. You can't do that with deer! Belongs to the queen. Oh, what's poaching? Oh, I like how it's got a little bit of history about the town as well with him involved. Okay. So he's a bit of a rebel. And he got caught, basically. And now he's a mercenary. Good enough for me. We're going to go ahead and hire you. However, your name shall no longer be known as Otto, for I do not want people to know who you used to be. You shall be known as Orion. You are requested to be named or titled as the Hunter. There we are. The Hunter. Alright, yeah. Sounds good to me. We're going to go ahead and give you this woven tunic, who's actually got the same amount of armor, just because the tunic is damaged. However, I think the tunic looks a little bit better. It looks a little bit ripped. It's a nice look. Modern. I like it. It's modern. That's what I'm going to say. You do have a piece of headgear that I'd rather you not have on, instead give to Ephrael, though. So there we are. Wow! Your hair, Orion, is fantastic. You truly are an adventurer. I like it. You don't have any levels, so that's fine. We should probably give you armor in that lot and a sword, but I think that's going to do stuff to your fatigue. Yep, that will do a lot to your fatigue. Wait, will it? Where's your fatigue? It's the blue one, isn't it? Oh, no, there we go. Fatigue's actually not coloured. Yeah, it does work on your fatigue. There we are. What the hell is this slot? It's like an amulet or something. There we are. The Innkeeper nearly died last episode. Let's hope we do not revisit that kind of eventuality. Let's see what we've got in our inventory right now in the shops. Nothing. There we are. Absolutely nothing. I would have bought maybe more spears, some other kinds of weapons. What we have in our inventory right now is fine, other than this cloth. Oh, it's right-click to sell. There we are. We got there in the end. Some high sort of... Oh, we don't want this dagger. There we are. I'd sell that. Can't imagine a dagger's good in any instance. These clubs are also not very powerful, but I want to keep them just in case. Diversify our weapons right here. Let's see what we've got when it comes to contracts. We've got to reach Dornheim. Is that Dornheim? There we are. For 290 crowns. So we have to deliver... Just something of value that needs delivering. So wait, are we escorting again? Okay, well before we accept this quest, let's see where Dornheim is. Hopefully it's not far away. It's 290 crowns, so it shouldn't... Okay, that's way too far away for 290 crowns. Yep, not worth the trip in my opinion. We won't get our money back, so we'll probably lose most of it off daily wages. Well, we won't, but... Well, actually, let's find out. What are we doing on daily wages? You pay 71 crowns per day. In fact, we nearly will. Excuse me. There we are. Fantastic. Merv, get off my arm. There we are. I can't do anything. We won't accept his quest. Instead, what we'll do is visit the local towns. Torndorf right there. And we'll go ahead and see what they have for sale. We should probably stick to our caravan right here, just in case we run into any troubles. You know, we can use the local militia of the caravan. My voice is really starting to sound crackly. It's really annoying. I'm not sure what's going on. We'll meet them at the crossroad right here and then wait for them. Hopefully they are going to Wait, what was it again? Torndorf right there. Toradorf. Like Hodor, but for a town. They are. That's pretty good. They are puny, but it's pretty much better than just sort of going in by ourselves. We might run into a group of orcs. And let's not do that. I had a game, and the orcs are very powerful, in fact. The young orcs are fine, but there was an orc warrior in there, and they're overpowered, in my opinion. Or at least this early on. I imagine you might be able to deal with it when you've got a fully... Oh, no, orcs! Wait, go to town, go to town. We should probably check to see if they've... like, got an orc warrior. They might have an orc warrior. Like, if they do, I'm not going to bother, because they are quite tough. They shouldn't be going for us, though, so we might have a chance. However, let's see what they've got. They have got tools, and they are very cheap. So we're going to go in and buy the tools. They're cheap in my opinion, anyway. Also, there's a sort of cheap ammunition right there, so we'll go ahead and purchase that. There is a very cheap woven tunic right there, so we'll go ahead and pick that up. A short bow, I think we have 2 of those anyway. Other than that, not really too amazing. Let's go ahead and replace. So you got a linen tunic. The woven tunic is better by 10. However, the padded leather is also better. And you know what? You are sort of like a front man, so I think... No, then again, I want the padded leather to be repaired, and I think it will only get repaired if it's in the inventory, so that is fine. We're about to go into combat, though, so we should watch out there. Did we get anything else? Yeah, we've got sort of these lesser off tunics right here. And I think everyone else has sort of got something decent on. You don't... Aren't you... Wow, okay, the gambeson's actually really good. There we are. It doesn't look very strong. It looks weaker than the tunics, but there you go. It just looks like sort of cloth, but I guess there's leather involved there. Efrel seems to be fine. Orion, you're not fine because you've got... Your one needs repairs, so we'll go ahead and get that sorted out. Right, so before we leave town, let's make sure we can hire an extra mercenary, since I feel like we need another one. We need someone cheap. I don't really want a miner, because I think the pick is actually not very good, because it's just... The fatigue is awful. A monk right here. Not necessarily someone I would say is a decent swordsman. Oh, you look pretty good. There's a sergeant right there. I'm not too sure. He might try and overthrow the Innkeeper's leadership. I'm not too sure I like that. You're a refugee. Hails from a tiny village that was destroyed to put its... okay. He's a survivor. He fled. Okay, so he runs away from things. Right, okay. He's got a club and he's pretty cheap. Let's hire him. He's got a club is, for some reason, a successful criteria required in order to enter this guild. We'll go ahead and give him that, I suppose. I'm pretty sure it gets repaired. You know what? I don't think it does. Let's give him that instead. And let's get give him a shield. Let's probably get that club out of his hands and give him this sword instead. 40 to 50. Yeah, I think the sword is much better than that club. There we are. Unfortunately, no headgear for you, good sir. But we'll have to deal with that. What are your downs? He's dexterous. Okay, nice. And yeah, okay. So +5 to max fatigue, -5 hit points, -5 at resolve. Yep, he does run off. So that is fine. Right, let's go ahead and hope that these orcs are not, well, let's hope they are to be messed with. Right, so we can get the chance to see what's going on. Yeah, they have an orc warrior. Yeah, fuck it, I'm not going in. Sorry. Oh, wait, there's patrol. Yeah, we can help the patrol. To arms. You are being attacked. But we have some of these veterans right here. Let's see them in combat. That patrol is very well timed. Wow. 22 versus 6. That is the patrol right there. Are they on our side? Something tells me they are, but I feel like they're not. Oh, God. The orcs are flanking us, apparently. Jared, move up. Oh, you're hitting there. That's not what I wanted. Jared, I need you to move up. These are militia, so they're about to get flanked. No one is down here by the looks of things. So if anything, we can just go up in this direction. Jared, meet the front. Usk, I want you to do the same thing. You can take out these two fairly easily. It looks like they're just the young orcs. So I'm not really too scared of them. Orion, hopefully, will be able to prove himself in this fight. Dirk right now. Let's get him moving up to the front. Oh, no. Okay, the 5 young orcs are, in fact, in the front lines right here. It looks like these guys might be trying to deal with the heads of the army. We'll go ahead and just make this our front line. This guy's going down there. And these militia archers. He did just take a spot that I wanted to use as an advantage point. Sorrel? Oh, right. I forgot to name you. That's my bad. Can we name you on the fly? That's something I should have checked just a second ago there. In fact, I think we can. Yeah, we can. Oh, no, we can't. Okay. Really nice if they add that in. We can give them, like, titles on the fly. It'd be great. Neria, I want you to go on the front lines. Unfortunately, you won't be able to shield wall. But I think we should be fine with that. This militia is currently the ones that will be taking the brunt of the damage right now. More militia moving up. I'm quite scared. These orcs are going to start moving up now. It looks like it's these two, and they're coming for us. That young orc looks quite dangerous right there. It looks like he went right into that knight. But the knight took the damage like a complete boss. So that is fine. We're going to get Ephrael to move up and create a shield wall. Innkeeper, you took a lot of damage, but your health seems to be okay now. I want you to get into the fight. I don't want you to be scared of fighting. So it looks like Dirk the Knife there getting, you know, a little bit too close for comfort. That guy actually took a lot of damage there going for the shield wall of Neria. But Neria has been knocked out. Or dazed. I keep saying knocked out. I meant to say dazed. All these guys are moving up, which is quite scary. It means that the Orc Warrior has got to be around here somewhere. Hopefully not toward us. There's only 5 of them here, so he's probably hiding away somewhere. We get Ragnar right here to move up. It looks like these two. God, I really want to have like a bunch of troops that are all kitted out in a similar fashion. There he is. Orc Warrior. They are ridiculously tough. You can tell just by looking at them. They have a very big shield, tough helmet, tough armor, and they hit like a truck. You've got to watch out. Okay, and not like one of those, you know, small little trucks. No, I'm talking like a bulker, that kind of thing. Or a bus. That's fine. Jared, can you shield wall after that? You can shield wall, but it's not really too much of a big deal, actually. You won't be able to attack if you're there, so you may as well shield wall in case he moves up. Usk right now, you can move over here and take a pot shot. Unfortunately, you did miss, which is very surprising since it was a very high % chance of actually hitting. We're going to move you over here, Orion. And it looks like Dirk. I'm going to go for the hit and then shield wall. A nice hit, there's shield wall. Right, the militia down at the bottom. Sorrel right there. I don't really want to do anything with that Orc Warrior, so we're just going to move up on the left flank right here. Hopefully overwhelm our opponent. Neria just skipped his turn right there because he was dazed. Taking some pot shots at the... Wait, Orc Young? Oh, apparently he's Oh, no, it says Orc Warrior. For some reason, I was thinking Orc Young. I wasn't reading it right. I'm not going to lie. 55% chance right there to take out this, well, to hit. Plus percent chance to the impale right there. Let's go for the hit on. Do me proud. Oh, fantastic. Right through the armor right there. Hitting him in the head. For those that do not know, a critical strike in this game does not mean that you do bonus damage. It simply means that you hit them in the head, which I guess by proxy means you will do bonus damage. But still, that's not exactly what I mean. The militia right there taken down like a, like a shed on fire. I'm not too sure that's a great analogy of anything, really. Innkeeper, you will be blocking off the 2 archers right here, and I believe this guy's, he's 12 turns time. What about you guys? They're actually both done. Let's move up and let's take a hit. 69. Very nice. Oh, a charge right there on the militia. The militia thankfully did survive. And a few extra shots there. That militia guy right now acting as the tank of the team. It's a very nice hit to the Orc Young. And these guys are moving up to defend us, as well as defend everyone else. That is a very nice looking weapon. I'm not sure what that would be called, but it looks absolutely fantastic. It looks like all of the higher level guys, the guards, are actually trying to gang up on the Orc Warrior right there. If the Orc Warrior survives, I would not be surprised. There we are. My experience with the Orc Warrior, as I've said, is on another playthrough, and he just wrecked my team. So it wasn't fun. I was quite sad. I won't lie. But then again, it was kind of fun to see just how powerful it was. Ephraim right here? Where do we move you? I quite like where you are. I feel like one of these militia guys are going to die eventually. And you can help back them up, which I think is why you should go at the back right here and just help support Dirk. You're not necessarily helping to support, but you give him emotional support. That's what I'm trying to say. This music's fantastic. I did turn the sound up. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. Ooh, some hits right there on the veteran. Taking some damage. Fortunately, though. God, that's so much damage to chainmail. I'm not sure how powerful chainmail really is, but it's got to be good, right? Right, so this isn't good enough for us. This is also not too great, but 16%. I'd rather move, make sure I get the guarantee high percent chance to hit, and that is what we will get. 37. Unfortunately, we did just kill militia right there. Orion, you're not doing a very good job there, buddy. Not very good now. There we are. My voice went up a little bit weirdly there. We go for 2 hits. One of them was successful. Fantastic. Sorrel right there, moving up on the right flank. Hopefully these guys will get overwhelmed. Unfortunately, Usker not a fantastic position. But he will be able to get a 90% on this guy. Let's try it. I should really try and conserve the ammunition just a little bit more, since it is limited. 6% is pretty nice. Let's go for it. Did do a decent amount of damage, but did not kill him. His turn's in 16 turns. Yeah. That sounded really weird. We can take a little jab right here. And I think 85, this has got to be a kill. Fantastic. Their morale's been lowered. Our morale has been heightened. Ephraim right now. Gonna go in for the... I don't like that positioning. That's between 2 orcs and possibly a third. Let's shield wall right here. Next to Dirk. Militia going in for some aiming shots. Unfortunately, hitting the veteran right there. Militia, once again, proving just how terrible they are. Let's go for some clubs right here. Dirk's going to go for the 2 clubs right now. Yeah, got them. Yeah, we got that one right on the head. Fantastic. Innkeeper, I think you should move up and shield wall. There we are. Oh, fantastic. He actually has a 2-handed weapon right there. These guys are moving in to try and take out the Orc Warrior. And you should probably move in this direction. But move up here. There we are. They're starting to get overwhelmed now. The militia moving up to try and help us with the Orc Young. Shielding up right there. Does a little bit of damage at the same time. The Orc Young are now taking their turns. A little bit of bleeding damage on the militia guy right there. Coming up is one of the other Orc Warriors doing the same amount of damage to the same militia right there. Missing with the Innkeeper. The shield does get destroyed. The veteran's now moving up to take out the Orc Warrior, but was unsuccessful. Looks like one of the veterans has taken heavy damage. As you can see, the Orc Warriors are just tough as nails. I quite like, I'm not sure if anyone else has noticed this, but well, not the decoration, but the battlefield does seem to have a lot of marks. Like, when shields break, you can see a sort of nice little tattered shield that's fallen on the ground. And it makes it look like it's part of the environment. I quite like that. The same with the arrows as well. There's a lot of attention to detail with this in the background. Not in the background, in the battlefield. I would quite like if recent battlefields would show scorch marks or a few arrows and that lot in the ground on the open world. I don't think it currently does that unless they updated it. But that'd be quite nice to see. Sorrel right now, I don't really fancy your chances, mate, to be honest with you. But we're going to make you move around here to hopefully support Ragnar. Let's change your turn. Actually, I should really see who's next. Militia, Archer, Militia, Usk, Jared, Arn. It's looking pretty good for us. We can get some hits off before their turn. Thankfully, they have much lower initiative. This isn't looking too good. We're going to keep flanking right now. These guys are just sort of getting swarmed with humans right now, which is really good. Looks like the two archers are actually being defended rather successfully right now. Let's move in to protect the Innkeeper, and let's go in for a hit. 80% did miss. That's very unfortunate. Jared the Kid let me down. We can move over here and I think do a hit. No, we can't. There's 6 AP for that. So unfortunately, this is not going to work out for us too much. So we're just going to have to move over here and prepare for the next round. Neria right now. Not exactly the best positioning for him, but he does have quite high morale and a shield wall. So I think it's pretty good if we just let him go in between these two guys. Hopefully nothing bad happens. The shield wall should be able to protect him. The Innkeeper right now. Going to go for the 69% chance. Let's go for the stun. The stun did miss. Let's go for another stun. Okay, both stuns did miss. Very, very sad. Let's move over here because this militia is probably going to die. Aim shot. Did not get anything. Okay, let's move Ragnar. And let's try and get a hit off on this guy. Actually, let's get a shield wall. I should replace his pickaxe. It's not really too great. Dirk right now. Let's go for the normal hits. A good hit on the armor right there. And another hit on the armor. Loses all of his armor. Militia's bleeding right now. Does a little bit of extra damage to the orc that we just fought. But he's still bleeding. He's actually double bleeding. So he will die next turn. Oh, very nice. The militia doing fantastic amounts of damage on that single young orc. And orcs are really tough. You have to be very, very strategic in order to take them out. The Innkeeper taking huge damage. Seems to be a normal thing for the Innkeeper to take damage. It looks like the Orc Warrior, though, not exactly having a great day. Which I quite like to see, I'm not going to lie. Let's go for the 42 on this Orc Young. Very nice. A clean hit. Let's go over here and do a 69% chance to hit this Orc. Maybe I should stop specifying the percentage. Imagine that gets a little bit annoying after a while. Maybe I should just say roughly. I'm not too sure. This one seems to be good for us. There we are. Usk, you could say. 2 hits. Did not kill the Orc Young. Arn now can go for the overhead. Unfortunately, did miss. I'm very scared for the Innkeeper's well-being. I won't lie. Maybe I should knock this guy back. 95% chance to knock him back. Let's do it. There we are. And now we can move in and protect the Innkeeper. I like that. Very nice work there, Jared. Very nice work. Protecting the Innkeeper. Neria right now. This music's fantastic. It's very aggressive, as it were. I was thinking of something else, but I thought that. So there we go. 74%. Go for that. 2 hits. Were successful. Fantastic. Efrel coming round to fully swarm these 2 orcs. Unfortunately, does miss. Let's go for the pick slash right there. Ragnar coming in to completely swarm this guy. The veterans going in for... Actually, no, they did not go for the hits. 2 misses right there from the militia. Come on, militia. You can do it. You have to believe in yourself. He's got like a little snark face right there. Just like, yeah, I'm a militia. Fuck you, militia. Fuck you. Dirk right there. Let's do it. 2 hits. They were successful. Morale is high. And it looks like some heavy hits on the Orc Warrior right there have been successful. The militia now moving up against the Orc Warrior. Innkeeper, stay close. Keep the morale high, but don't go in. Don't go in. Very scary. Oh, heavy hits on the Orc Warrior right there. Does completely obliterate the shield. How do you say that? Landsknecht. Landsknecht. That sounds like an appalling education I had. There we are. Let's keep moving up. Are you guys just down here not doing anything? Well, we're in the thick of it. That's right. Let's get us to help out against this guy in the next round. Everyone's moving up now to try and hopefully fully surround this orc. I don't want to get too close, because I don't want him to go and just insta-kill one of our guys. Every one of our guys are still alive right now, and I'd like to keep it that way. So we're just going to go in and try and back up and hopefully give extra morale to the guys around us. Hopefully this guy doesn't explode like some sort of baneling. Okay, you... I forgot the archer was right there. I was a bit too presumptuous. I should have double-checked there. However, two guys right here are going to go for some shots. They do, unfortunately, miss. Oh, heavy hits on the militia. Killed the militia. Very scary. However, Orion right now. Let's go for the aim shot. 44%. Does miss. Sorrel, can you go in for the pot shot? No, you can't. Once again, forgetting the fact that you can't go in because of attack of opportunity. You could probably make a build for a character that's very fast and is meant to go in for those quick jabs. But for now, we haven't really got a character that's suitable for that. Ah, here we go. We've got reinforcements coming up the road. You get up there. You won't be able to do anything. God, that really does give you a lot of vision going on top of a hill like that. That's fantastic. Jared, let's get a spear wall up just in case he moves over there. He might. You never know. And Ephrael. Just shield wall. Yeah, just shield wall. You don't need to go in close. There's no point risking our guys. Go over there. And, yeah, we'll just skip your turn. Maybe an anticlimactic way of dealing with a situation, but I think the best way to deal with the situation. And Innkeeper, you just stay there. Oh, a nice shot right there by the militia, but it was not good enough. However, oh, a missed kill. A missed kill. Can this... This was the kill. Fantastic. That was the kill, I mean. Very nice. We won that fight simply because the militia was keeping the orc. 4 militia, I might add. 4 heavily armored, heavily geared, heavily experienced patrol guys, not militia. Nearly... Well, they did take down the orc warrior, but it took a lot of effort to take him down. You can see just how powerful they are. The orc warrior could take out everyone here. That's how powerful they are. Looks like 3 of our people have leveled up. Usk, Ragnar, and Dirk right there. Very nice. Who had the most kills? Looks like everyone just sort of had 1 kill here and there. The Innkeeper just taking so much damage. In fact, the Innkeeper was the only one there that took damage. That's how good of a leader he is. He does not care. He will go into the thick of it and just fight. Let's check the loot. Let's see what we got. Oh, a heavy metal shield. Very powerful. However, the fatigue is very low for it, so we'll need to get someone that is very strong in order to wield the shield. Maybe we'll find some sort of tank character. We will loot all. We got a little bit of gold out there and some medicinal supplies, a little bit of food. Mostly, it's all of this stuff. Hopefully it sells for a decent amount. Let's go ahead and leave the battlefield. And let's go and let's feel good about ourselves. Let's go into the... Oh, I did not want to go into that. That was quick. Let's go into the shop and sell some stuff. So I'm not necessarily going to be using any of these weapons because their fatigue downgrade is just huge. It's mostly for orcs. So we're just going to go ahead and sell most of these. 35 right there. That's actually pretty good. We're going to sell all of these. Apart from the shield. Just something tells me we might find like a really tanky person to come out of nowhere and just show the world who's boss. A warhammer is actually not that great, as we have found. And it sells for a decent amount. Let's get rid of that club. Was that fight worth it? Feels like it was worth it. That's not too bad. Let's check out the quests. Oh no, there's no quests here. Okay. Fine then, let's get the hell out of here. Let's move on down. Moving on down. To the other town, which is right down there. Hopefully we won't get attacked in the process. After all, this is some sort of roguelike game. Or it has elements of that. Being that your guys will just die and stay dead forever. And that'll be the same case when it comes to naming people. If you do die on this, you will not be able to come back. Unless story dictates otherwise. Okay, so we got 2 quests right here. Let's see what we got in the shop. Hen armor. Always good to have. Some javelins. Interesting. God, they do huge amounts of damage. Contains 4 javelins. It looks like good backup gear. Now, it does cost action points in order to replace gear in the middle of fights. Javelins are really good against armor, though. They're not too expensive. Let's take some javelins. Screw it. Let's go nuts. Our food right now is looking alright. That's going to last us for 8 more days. Really? God, these guys eat a lot. We're only going to last for 8 more days when it comes to the crowns as well. For wages. Okay, so use up 6. 51 hours in order to heal everyone fully. Okay. Anyone else to hire? Oh, wow. The wolf! Okay, that's fantastic. Yar. Yar. You're sort of, you know, a little weakling right there. You're not too expensive. But I'm not gonna take... Actually, you were a shepherd, I imagine. Yeah, a shepherd. He stumbled upon a dead shepherd. He took the shepherd's staff. He continued his work. Okay. Sounds like a very noble lad. You know what? No, we can't. 80 is too much, in my opinion. The problem we have is that we're quite far away from other towns, since we only have these 3 towns which we have fully explored. And we might have a quest that wants us to go pretty far away. We want to make sure we have 8 days worth of crowns so that we can pay our guys. So we must reach Toradorf. Wait, we were just there. Yeah, we were just... okay, 120 crowns. Sure, that's easy money. It doesn't look like we have to take anything. So let's just make it over there. Hopefully we don't run into any combatants. Oh, we actually move slower through trees. I didn't know that. I do like the random nature when it comes to the trees sort of being scattered around the forests. And the fact that the world generation, the design of the game is just really pretty. Clouds are nice as well. Everything just looks really good in this game. I do quite admire the art style. A good job. But mostly it fits the whole random generation part of it. These guys are challenging. Were they previously challenging? Oh yeah, we've got guys to level up. I forgot about that. We'll go ahead and do that just now. I'm not sure how long we've been recording. I feel like it's been a little while. Right. So we got a little bit of money right there. Easy money. Let's go ahead and level up Usk. Let's make sure he's got some range skill upgrades and some range defense upgrades, along with initiative upgrades as well. I feel like initiative is a very good thing for an archer to have. Dirk right now. We need to rename this guy as well to Colton. More health is a good idea. You're not really using a pick. Yeah, the pick guy needs to have increased fatigue, I think. Hit's good. Resolve is pretty low for you. +3. I think... let's improve your resolve by a little bit. +4 is not too bad. There we are. Wait, oh yeah, we've got to give these guys perks. I forgot about that. Let's go to the perks for Usk first. So utility, I think, is pretty good for archers. Like the quick hands means that you can swap out to a melee-based form. Or, well, switch out to melee-based combat just in case something goes south. Usually it won't, though, with good positioning, so maybe not. Taunt right there. Okay, so you can make, like, an tank-based character. That's cool. Bags and belts. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's good to see. Student. 20% experience gain. Kind of huge. Shield bash. Pathfinder. Pathfinder is pretty good, I would say. Especially for a archer. I think the 20% experience boost is better. And then we can go into Pathfinder. Before we do that, though. Battle. Brawler. Footwork. Okay, footwork is not going to trigger attacks of opportunity by the looks of it. Fearsome. Not really. Weapon Master. All attacks cost 20%, minus 20% fatigue to use, and weapon conditions degrade only half as fast. Not too bad. Captain. A leader of men. A captain to fellow battle brothers. This is good for Innkeeper. We need to give that to him. He needs healing as well. Let's go for the Pathfinder trait, because we always tend to want to move a lot. I think having the minus on the action points... Actually, it won't matter, necessarily, because it costs 4 action points to use an ability, I believe. Yeah, 4 action points, 15 fatigue. Do we get increased action points on our level? Doesn't look like it. You can't level it up, so I checked. Well, I just checked, and there was no action point thing there. Let's double check these other abilities first. Crusher. No. Nope. These are mostly melee. Okay. Gain both plus 20% chance to hit and 20% chance to hit the head against targets that are stunned. Ooh, that's really good, especially for an archer. Adapt to your opponent's moves. Gain 50% chance to hit after missing an opponent's once. Bonus is reset upon landing a hit. Really? That's massive. So, I mean, you're guaranteed to hit them eventually. Well, that's debatable. Well, I mean, eventually, yeah, you are guaranteed to hit them, because they'll eventually go to 100%. If you're really unlucky and it gets to that point. Yeah, I think that might be better, actually, than moving this. Because, once again, this Pathfinder thing can be pointless to have with good positioning. Whereas hitting someone is the roll of the dice. So I think we go for it. Fast adaptation. There we are. That's a fantastic ability. Also, I think the student's really good as well. I think maybe we want to go for student with Dirk right now. Dirk seems to crush a lot. Effectiveness versus armor is increased by 20% for any weapon used. Put full force into your heavy blows. Shield damage is increased by 50% when using the split shield skill. Do we have a split shield skill? No, we don't. Okay. I guess it's with like a two-handed hammer. Bloody Harvest, gain 10% chance to hit for all area of effect attacks. We don't have any area of effect attacks. Fast adaptation, once again, a pretty good ability. Chance to hit and 20% chance to hit the head against targets that are stunned. I think that's really good because knockout, we can do a combo. So we can do knockout and then we can hit them normally. That's plus 40% chance because remember, if they're stunned, that's another 20% plus the natural 20% that we will gain. And obviously there'll be downgrades based on what we're trying to hit. I think that's really good, especially for Dirk. That combo works so well. However, it actually only has a 75% chance to stun, but that's really high. 25 fatigue versus 13 fatigue. Okay, we've got to watch out for that combo. What is your fatigue right now? 88. That's really low. You'd only be able to do that combo... Wow, barely. Twice, maybe? Yeah, twice. Not really worth it, I would say, if you can only do it twice. But then again, that standard 20% chance to hit is not really too bad. And we have quite a few people that are using... Actually, we only have 2 people using clubs. That's why we need to keep Dirk and Innkeeper together so they can complement each other. Hold out. Keep it together, lads. Ah, combat penalties. No longer suffer from dodge. Battle Forge. Armor damage taken is reduced by 20%. That sounds really good for the Innkeeper, because apparently he's... Also, the Innkeeper, we should give him, like, the big shield, because everyone seems to try and hit him. Hit points are increased by 25%. Once again, something the Innkeeper should have. Shield Expert. I'm sorry I'm looking for all these skills. It's just, it's important, okay? It's important! And also, I like looking at skills and maximizing efficiency. No, okay, no, I don't, but I think I do. Yeah, what I think is efficient. Better way of saying. Deflect. You don't really come across too many... Actually, that's really good for shields. Right, no. Let's go push the advantage. I think it's just a cool ability, so let's go for it. Right, anyway, finally, level up. Ragnar right there. So his fatigue, I think, needs to be higher. Plus 5. His resolve is pretty low at the same time, but I think we're just going to go for the extra hit points and the extra melee skill. Right there. Plus the... Is there like a fatigue buff right here? Pathfinder, shield bash. Student. Hold out. Yes, hold out a fatigue bonus. Ooh, double the bonus of confident morale. So that's 10 for instead of plus 5 for everything. Deflect. You haven't got a shield. But I need to get around to giving you one. Dodge. No. Bloody Harvest. I think we just increase your armor. Yeah, let's do that. Since you've got a weapon that does a lot of damage to armor inherently, I think it's a really good idea to just give you that extra little bonus. So there we are. Let's go ahead and rename you, good sir, to Colton. Yeah, Colton, there we are. We're not really titled you, though. But we did forget, so the Forgotten. I think that's... I do apologize, that might be spelled wrong. Forgotten. Excuse me. There we are. Let's go to our inventory, because we've got to do... Actually, let's double check the shop. Is there anything else in here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Go to our roster right then. Hopefully... Oh, we were already there. We were in perks. Okay, that was just me being an idiot. Let's give the Innkeeper this giant-ass shield. There we are. Unfortunately, his fatigue is just... It's not great. You know what? I don't want to give him the shield now. Let's just give him a normal shield. There we are. Anyone else need a shield? Looks like you need a shield, good sir. Ragnar's got a shield. You need a helmet. Let's give that to you. Anything else? It looks like that better armor is made now, and it's really good. So we're going to give that to the Innkeeper because it is 70 instead of being the 40 for the padded vest. However, the padded vest is better than what Colton has currently got. So go ahead and give you the padded surcoat instead of the vest. I think that's it. I think that's it for everything. Other than, of course, I think we need to give Orion. Actually, who is better at archery? Then again, you're actually pretty good when it comes to your melee skill. And effectiveness versus armor. Chance to hit head. Both 25. Usk is better with ranged weapons and has a much better vision. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and give him the javelins. And we'll be able to replace this out in mid-combat. So there we are. I think it should start with javelins. I think that's a much better idea. And then we can swap out later on. So there we are. I think the javelins probably have less range. But there we go. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for us in today's episode of Battle Brothers. Following the adventures of the... I can't pause right now. There we are. It's a bit buggy right there. Following the adventures of the Innkeepers through the lands of not Earth, but possibly Earth, not England. There we are, not England. Through the lands of not England. Pretty fantastic. Not too sure what we're going to be doing next episode. But we'll find out when we get there. Hopefully it won't be fighting hordes upon hordes of orcs. Unless, of course, we have ourselves some nifty militia to help us out alongside. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, all that good stuff if you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed yourself. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for updates on my channel. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch for live streams. I've been the Innkeeper. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.